Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunancha, Samanya Etat Pashubhi Nirnam. These four things are common between human beings and animals. If our whole life is spent and engaged only for these four things, it will be not a justification to call ourselves as human beings. See, four things are common. First is ahar, eating. Our whole life goes only eating, eating, eating. Morning we get up at the time of tea. What will be there for breakfast? You don't know after taking tea whether you will be alive or dead. But even then, while eating the breakfast, again the same. Lunch के लिए क्या बन रहा है? See, you have not even eaten the breakfast. You are thinking about lunch. Then at the time of eating lunch, शाम को चाय के साथ गरम पकोड़े बनाना. See, you don't know whether you will continue till evening or not. And evening while taking tea or coffee, again we think about the dinner. As we engage ourselves only in eating, eating, eating. But the animals are better than us. They don't eat after their stomach is full. They don't eat when they are not well. See? So, eating, eating, ahar. And then whole life is spent only on this topic. Whether we should eat vegetarian, non-vegetarian, whether it's organic, inorganic, whether it is vegan, the whole life goes only on one theme, ahar, ahar, ahar. And among them also then, I am not like others taking too much of spices and all that, Rajasic food, I take Sattvic food. Only boiled vegetables, sprouted moong, see, and we feel great about it. Those who are the victims of naturopathy, they don't take 5 white things. So, milk, salt, wheat, then rava and sugar. We don't take that. Why? We are following naturopathy. See? Ahara. That forms the basic criteria of our existence. Like I move around the world. And whenever I go, one common comment I come across. Swamiji, you move to so many places. How do you adjust with the food? I am not going around the world for eating. I am going for talking and some satsanga. Food will come somehow. Whatever is required, it will come. See? So, ahara. Like when I go to China. Swamiji, what do you do in China? I said, I eat there the pickles of cockroach. It is so tasty. Cockroach pickles. See? And in case of the noodles, I take the earthworms. See? Very tasty. The whole life goes only in one theme, eating, eating, eating. Ahar. And animals, if you see, the other day I was in England and moving in a countryside. And in that countryside there were sheep farms, many sheep farms. So I said, hey, stop for a moment. And I was watching that beautiful hillock and so many sheep all around. So my friend asked me, Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, you tell me what I am seeing. He said, you are seeing the sheep? I said, yes, I am seeing the sheep. Further, anything more? No, maybe the grass, the beauty here. I said, continue. He said, that's all. I said, no, I am seeing something different. What I am seeing is, the grass is eaten by the sheep. The sheep produces milk and wool. The wool is sheared and taken away by the human beings. The milk is taken by the kids. And this cycle goes on. From morning they get up, they start grazing. Then afternoon siesta. They are tired of eating. Then they sit down. Again they get up. Again they eat whole day. Again they sleep for the night. And this goes on and on and on, nothing else. And one day they die. All the fecal materials they throw, that again goes back to the soil. And that itself becomes the grass. So, recycling of the food continuously goes on. Beyond that, what they have achieved in life? If we also are like that, if we die and go to God, He will ask, hey, young man, I sent you as a human being, what did you do? So what we will tell? We will tell that God. And please note down, I am a South Indian. Therefore, I have eaten in my whole life 3 truckloads of Basmati and Masuri, what you call? Sona Masuri rice. 3 truckloads. Oh, good. And then, but I was in North India, in Punjab, therefore I have consumed 3 tankers of milk in my whole life. Oh, good. But what did he produce? Garbage. Friends, if something can come out of our body, it is nothing worth explaining in the public. See? If something can come good out of our body as a result of food, it is divinity. But that we never give attention to. So, eating we do as well as animals do. And if the animals are just living and dying, for them there is no sin, there is no merit. One day I was seeing the Animal Planet, and there was some sweet little girl sitting with me. And the show that was going on, one tiger or cheetah was chasing a deer and ultimately attacked the deer, caught hold of the throat and killed. So this small little girl, Swamiji, how terrible this tiger is. I think he will get sin. So we switched off it. I said, look here, important thing is, animals do not get sin or merit. It is only the human beings who get the sin and merit. Because animals don't do karma. See, friends. So, we eat and we have a freedom to do karma. And if that karma is not used for our evolution, again we go back to the same cycle. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. So, ahara eating is common between animals and human beings. But if animals simply eat and die, that is called a bhoga yoni. They are meant for that. But if we also do the same thing, then we are going the wrong way. Our life is not meant for converting the nice food into terrible, stinking garbage. No. That is not the purpose of our life. Everything is created in this one world with a purpose. What is the purpose? That we are human beings. We could also have been animals, but we are not. Ahara. Then second thing is nidra. Nidra, animals also sleep, we also sleep. See? But animals sleep during night and keep awake during day. We are nishachar, the other way around. The whole day we will be drowsy, not inspired, and night keep on seeing all rubbish movies and all kinds of things up to late 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then get up late in the morning. See, friends, if we are natural in our lifestyle, day is used for activity, nights are used for resting. But we go the other way. So in this connection, animals are better than us. Ahara Nidra. See. Now why this sleep? Now see, no animal will sleep beyond the required sleep. See? And we keep on sleeping, we get up in the morning and then we look into the watch. What is the time? Oh, it is 4:52. 52, it is not a round figure. Let me get up at 5 o'clock. And then why waste the time? Again we go to sleep. Then it becomes 5:18. Oh God, again not a round figure. Let it be 5:30. And again we go to sleep. Every day we are cheating ourselves. The day we will learn this principle, after the sleep is over, bump out of your bed. If you have nothing to do, go for running. To reach nowhere, come back. See, friends, our whole life's energy is wasted when we get out of the sleep but not out of the bed. During that time, we keep on, they call in English, wool spinning. We keep on wool spinning to such an extent that we can make a big carpet for the whole hall. So much of wool is created. And there is all wastage. Be attentive. Like we keep our phone for charging overnight, so day we can use it. Exactly the same way. When we sleep, our mind is charged with the divine principle. So we are fresh in the morning. But instead of again we go to bed without going to sleep, then during that time, mind is active but body is not active. So all the charge we had received during the deep sleep, that is discharged in next 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. And with the discharge mode, we come in the life again. Oh God, again. Oh. What we have to do? Oh, today is Sunday, so why get up early again go to sleep? See? Disgusting life. Nidra. There are different types of sleeps. One type sleep is that when you wake out of the sleep, you are fresh, cheerful, happy, no complaints. Second type of sleep is that when we get out of the sleep, we don't talk to the people around us. We start barking. Wow, 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 wow. Scolding, scold. See? Old people don't get sleep. And youngsters, when they sleep, they feel jealous. And therefore they start scolding the youngsters. See? Then the third thing. When we wake up in the morning, we are drowsy, like a hang-up. These are the 3 types of sleeps we go through. Friends, if our sleep is healthy sleep is that which will keep your digestion perfect. Healthy sleep is that your blood pressure problem will never be there. Healthy sleep is that because of which you will never have acidity. See? Even that we are not able to achieve. Now what is the reason? The reason is we have never worked on sleep. Any time we want to sleep, any time we keep on hanging, no. We must have the freedom to enter the sleep as well as to get out of the sleep. One of the name of Arjuna was Gudakesha. Gudakesha means the one who has got control over sleep. One man told me, Swamiji, I think I will keep my name as Gudakesha. I said, why? He said, I am like Arjun, Gudakesha. I have got control over the sleep. I can sleep anytime. I said, that is not a control. You should be able to get out of the sleep anytime. Oh, that is difficult. See, both. Ability to get into sleep and ability to come out of the sleep must be our freedom. See? Then the next step, ahara nidra. Then bhaya, fear. See? Fear is a natural instinct for every living being. It is not something abnormal. It is for everyone. See? Like I remember one day, this principle of fear I discovered, how it is common for everyone. A sense of insecurity. This happened in Delhi many years before. It was a rainy day, evening time, tube lights were on. I was sitting in the veranda and watching the rains with a nice cup of tea. There are so many insects collected near the tube light, and one small baby lizard came to eat. Dinner time. So she will stand there quietly, Om Brahmarpanam Brahmavi. By the time that insect will run away. Then again go to the next one. And when she was trying this, the small insect will run away. She could not get. Then a big lizard came. And the big lizard wanted to attack the small lizard. So the small lizard also ran. So insects have fear of death. Small lizard had fear of death because of the big lizard. And when the big lizard came, I said, my God, this fellow is creating trouble. So I took a stick and wanted to, chase it away. When I touched that, she became frantic and ran very fast. Because of that, the baby lizard, she got panicky and fell on my hand. When she fell on my hand, I also ran away. See? The element of fear is common for whether it is an insect or it is a human being. Is common. Now the question is, be very attentive. We must have fear, but we also must know about what we should have fear. See, friends, if we do not have fear, we cannot have self-control. For example, if I have fear for this, I belong to such a family, my parents were so noble, in our family nobody has taken drinks, nobody went to the hotels, nobody went for the disco party, we were all very spiritual type, and if I go, how they will feel, it is not good, I am afraid they should not get insulted because of my behavior. That fear that I will be committing a damage to my traditional culture, that fear will control us from going the wrong way. We must have fear. See? Therefore, fear is good, provided it protects us from doing the wrong things. And if fearlessness means we can go and do any damn wrong thing, then it is not fearlessness, it is foolishness. So, ahara nidra bhaya. And fourth is maithunancha, procreation. No plant, no animal, no human being is required to teach about sex. It is natural. See? Nobody is required to teach. But the modern so-called intellectuals, they give so much of data to the youngsters. Because of that, all the rubbish is happening in the whole society. That is wrong. It is not required. See, friends, I was in Alaska, Ketchikan. Ketchikan is supposed to be the world capital for What is that fish? Very common, very famous. Salmon? Salmon? Salmon, okay. That salmon fish, that is considered world capital. So when I was there, that was the particular time, in the month of July, I think. So many fish come to a particular place in that village, Ketchikan. They come in millions, both male and female. In fish, you know that the female delivers the eggs and the male delivers the sperm, and the fertilization happens in the waters. This is how the fish fingerlings are born. After they deliver their eggs and sperm, then both the parents, they die. Their life cycle is over. And these small fingerlings are wriggling in that small, in the salty water of the sea. Then high tide comes, and in that high tide, all of them are collected, and again all of them are washed back into the sea. The dead one and the new ones. And then they disappear, not for a day or two, but for 1 full year. Where they go, we do not know. All over the world in the sea, they move. Again, that particular time, they come back to the same place. Now, who teaches them this? These are instincts. See? Instincts are common. They are not required to be taught. Among these instincts, if you see in human beings also, no child is required to teach to eat by mouth. By default, our hand goes to the mouth. Will anybody say, hey, it is too much dark, I can't see, how will I eat? Because if I eat in the darkness, maybe the food will go in my ear. No, it goes only, nishana pakka hai, it will not go anywhere else. See? Instincts. Now, these 4 instincts, ahara, nidra, bhaya and maithunancha. If these are instincts, and if we are living only on instincts, there is no reason why we should be called as human beings. Then what is that which differentiates us from the animals? See? Dharmo hitesha adhiko. It is said, it is only for the human beings alone. Dharma is additional factor because of which the human beings are different from animals. See? There was one person who asked me this question. He says, Swamiji, you people, particularly I don't know in other places, there's 2 places I know, in Gujarat and in Maharashtra. They always add their father's name as the middle name. If you say Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, so Karamchand is the father's name of Mohandas. Mohandas Karamchand M.K. Gandhi. So he asked me, in USA we don't have that. We in hospitals also, if you ask what is the father's name, it is a crime. You can't ask. Therefore, on the birth certificate, only mother's name is given. Why you people give father's name? I said, anyway, we are old people, we are outdated, you continue. No, I want to know. I said, I'll tell you, but I don't like to discuss anything. I don't favor discussions and arguments and question answers. I don't entertain that. No, I will not discuss. I said, look here. Do you ever say, सांड का बच्चा कि गाय का बच्चा? We say cow and calf. We don't say bull and calf. Is it not? We say बकरी और बकरी का बच्चा. We don't say bakra and a bakre ka bachcha. Yes, but why do you tell me that? I said, because in animals, who was the father of that calf? The cow also doesn't know, and the father also doesn't know. But it is certain that that calf has come out of that cow, therefore it is definitely cow's child. But the father is not traceable, and therefore in our culture, our fathers are traceable. And therefore we read father's name. Do you mean? I said, don't discuss. I told you very clearly. I don't like discussions. Human beings have this greatness. Therefore, you see, the other word for human beings in Sanskrit is Manushya. Manushya means what? Manasa sivyati iti Manushaha. The one who binds himself with the thread of relationship with others. In case of animals, there are no relations. The same calf which was sucking the mother after a particular age is over will not hesitate to go and again reproduce from his own mother. There is no problem for him because the memory goes and there are no relations created. So if we are human beings, what makes us different from others is this dharma. And what is dharma? Dharma is self-imposed discipline on one's lifestyle in this world. Self-imposed discipline. See, if we do not have self-imposed discipline, then we will be carried away by the licentious lifestyle. See, friends. And as a result, the society becomes totally disintegrated, disoriented. See, my friends, it's only because we lack dharma. And what dharma tells us? Satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyaya anma pramadaha acharyaya dhanamavrutya prajatantum ma vyavachhetsihi satyanna pramaditavyam dharmanna pramaditavyam bhutyaina pramaditavyam matrudevo bhava pitrudevo bhava acharya devo bhava atiti devo bhava. These are the instructions which are given in our Dharma Shastra, so that we do not behave like animals. See? Like Bhagavad Gita talks about introduction or imposition of self-discipline on oneself. We have got three instruments. One is the body, second is the speech, and third is the mind. So, we have to discipline these three instruments through which our life is expressing. If we want to discipline our body, then we have to get rid of laziness, excessive sleep, and committing the same mistake again and again. See? Alasya, Nidra and Pramad. These three things are associated with the body. Laziness. Now, how can we get rid of laziness? See, it is said in Bhagavad Gita, whenever there are elders, Deva Dvija Guru Prajna, elders senior than us in any way, either age-wise or money-wise or strength-wise or wisdom-wise, anybody who is elder than us, we must get up and receive them respectfully. What it will lead to? It will lead to shedding away the laziness. See, one father told me, Swamiji, back home, standard phrase, all the frustrated parents say that. Back home, when my father used to come to my room, I used to run away to other room out of respect and reverence. Now when my son comes in my room, I run away to other room out of fear, or else he will again ask for money. What is my life? I said, you are born to run. Run or run. Not only that, forget about he giving me respect. On the contrary, it is, Dad, kindly get me a Coke, please. And when I get, not this man, I want a Diet Coke. So you again go and get it. Because he is so lazy, he doesn't want to get up. Try this, very important principle. Therefore, laziness can be removed only by this simple technique. Wherever we are, we have to follow this principle of respecting elders, laziness will go away. See, at a physical level. And this must be self-accepted. See, there are certain communities in India where this is definitely followed. One is Sindhi community, second is Punjabi community, third is this Agrawal community. There they are, now also if you go, whenever anybody comes, they will do the pranam to everybody, whatever may be their style. They may not be doing Sashtanga pranam, but whatever but at least they do it. That removes the laziness and arrogance that I am holier than thou, better than thou. No. Discipline at the level of the body. Then discipline at the level of the speech. See? Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priya hitam chayat. We must talk in such a manner that it doesn't hurt others. See? You must have come to know also. And these people are not bad by intentions. But their expressions are like that because they have never looked within and they don't want to listen to anybody. Many people you must have seen, they don't talk, they bark. Why you have come here? What do you want? Why are you standing there? Oh, Hare Ram. You are a human being, don't bark. See? It has to be very cool. Anudvegakaram vakyam. And if you want to practice this, try my technique. This technique I follow in my life. Always address anybody respectfully. See? Among Punjabis, they say ji. Maybe using English, Mummy ji, Daddy ji. You hear from it. And in one house, there was, some American married and his name was John. So he was called John ji ai. Like Kanji, John ji ai. So there was the child, he told his mother, Mom, see some man has come. So the mother told, my dear son, you should not talk like this. You should speak respectfully. And therefore you should add ji. Mummy ji, koi uncle ji aaya hai ji. Like that you should talk. Okay, Mummy ji. Putra said like that. After some time, one buffalo came and did in the courtyard. Therefrom, the child said, Mummy ji, भैंस जी आए जी और उन्होंने गोबर जी किया जी. Respect is respect. Whenever we respect somebody in address, no bad word will slip from our mouth. It's so important. See? But in the modern days, they will keep on addressing husband and wife singularly. How can you expect respect? I'll tell you one example. There is one family, a Maharashtrian family. And I never knew who are they. That girl is so beautiful, like, a maybe European type. Those hazel eyes and bob and fair and all that. For my lecture, I was on the first floor. And when she was climbing, she came. I don't know why, but I started talking to her in Marathi. She was shocked. How do you know I am a Maharashtrian? I said, I don't know. I said, if you are not, never mind, let's talk in English. And then we became close and I went to her house for food. And any house you go for food, there is nothing other than complain as the main dish. The main course is complain. So she started complaining. Swamiji, they were married for 10, 11 years, no kids. Swamiji, me and my husband, we keep on fighting. She referred her husband by name. Me and he keep on fighting every moment and I don't know what we should do. We get fed up. Although we know it is bad, but we can't stop fighting. I said, I'll tell you something. What my conditions? No discussion, no argument, agree? Yes. I said, in your tradition, in your Maharashtrian tradition, husband is never addressed by name. Like in North India also, they don't address the husband by name. He is addressed indirectly. Hey ji, sunte ho ji? And do you know the meaning of hey ji? Actually, Indian wives are very cultured. Therefore, they don't want to condemn the husband in front of everybody. Therefore, they abbreviate it. AG and then AG answers. Do you know the meaning of AG? Hey gadhe. So next time your wife calls you AG, you should be careful why you are addressed AG. So I said, in your tradition, how your parents or mother or grandmother used to address your father or grandfather? Oh, they used to say aho. I don't know what I mean aho. I said, I know yaho, but not aho. I said, no, from today onwards, you should start addressing your husband as aho. Don't call him by name. But Swamiji, I said, see, you are discussing. No discussion. You start. And she started. Now, they have got a child also, and I know them for last 25 years. They tell me, Swamiji, from that day onwards, not even once we had any fight. Now tell us what is the secret. As a secret is, when you address somebody respectfully, you will not use loose words. See, when his wife calls him, Prem, do you think she will talk respectfully? Prem, wo jara jhadu laga dena. See, friends, how we address the people, that makes a lot of difference. See, one of my weaknesses is I don't remember anybody's name easily. So what I do, I address them respectfully. And the respectful address is, Hey Bhagwan, Hey Mahatma Ji, Hey Guru Maharaj, Hey Santaji. So when you address somebody respectfully, you cannot use bad words. Can I just say to somebody, Mahatma Ji, ek kas ke lagaunga? You cannot. See, friends, this is the difference between us and human beings. We have to have self-control on our faculties. Body level, laziness must go. Alasya nidra pramad. At a speech level, we must speak very sweet, respectfully. See, friends, these are very important things. This is nothing but what we have studied in KG1, KG2. But we have all forgotten that. See? And that is the reason why there is always kind of a quarrel, misunderstanding, frustration in the family. See? So, speaking. Now, one more important thing about speaking. When we talk, there are three ways of talking to people. One way is, normally what we do, we talk about the third person. When two of us are there, we'll talk about the third person. Do you know that? He is like that, he is like that. We keep on talking. Such people who talk about the third person in their absence, they are called a third class people. Second type of people. When we talk to somebody, we all the time talk about ourselves. I have done this thing, I want this, I want, who is interested in this I? That is one of the reasons why old people are not accepted in the younger generation. All the time they are talking only about their past. When we were children, nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. And we oldies have no future. What future we have got? Even if we die now, nobody is going to cry. He will say, thank God, Bhagwan ki jai ho. See, friends, therefore, it is very necessary that let us not talk about ourselves. All the time the same thing. People get fed up. And when we talk about our past, our wrong notions becomes very strong. See, when I talk about my childhood, be very attentive. Childhood belonged to the body, not to me. So when I keep on talking about childhood, unknowingly what is happening? Our body identification is becoming stronger and real. Now that childhood you glorify so much. Where is that childhood body show that? It is nowhere. But we keep on talking about the same. The disease is body identification. The real spiritual practice begins when we take this step, freedom from body identification. See, friends, the difference between animals and humans with the natural instinct is this. Human beings have the freedom to evolve to divinity. The animals do not have. See, friends. Therefore, after having born as human beings, if we are only living like animals, Bhagavan will say, my dear, it is not your fault, it was my fault that I made you human being. Come on, come out. I will put you into a donkey's body and go on eating newspaper. See? Therefore, only purpose after having born as human being is spiritual evolution. And for keeping that as the goal, then follow the path of dharma, follow the path of yoga, follow the path of upasana devotion. But if this is the goal, then we have to rise above body identification. And one of the reason why we are unable to drop it, because we keep on hanging on to our past. जब हम छोटे थे केरला में बिना कपड़े पहने जाते थे, अभी भी मत पहनो ना. See, friends, drop that past. Neither talk about your past nor ask anybody about their past. Then you will start living in the present. So, some of us either talk about the third person, become third class. Some of us talk all the time about first person, we are first class fools. Because nobody is interested in our past or in our life. See? One example I'll tell you. Once it happened in Assam. I was sitting in a group of ladies. Marwadi ladies. Marwadi and Sindhi. About 20 of them or so. Because I was called for lunch. And you know there is nothing like free lunch in this world. So all the ammas sat around and they were asking one question, second question, third question, fourth question. Finally I got irritated. I said, 2 रोटी दोगी और 20 प्रश्न पूछ ली, ये कौन सा भाव है? Constantly asking question. I am not going to answer. I don't want your food. I am going away. No, Swami, you don't become angry. I said, I am not angry. I am disgusted. See? How much you want to squeeze me? Okay, Swamiji. No more question. Last question. Again. See? The last question was this. Swamiji, why we want to sit with you, why we want to talk to you, why we want to listen to you. And this doesn't happen with others. Why it is happening when we talk to you or to any Mahatmas? Why this happens? I said, listen, I'll tell you, no discussion, no argument. Well, I agreed. Now, who listens to you? Your husband, your children, do they listen to you? You get a free audience from me, and therefore you keep on bombarding on me. Therefore you like me. You talk to your husband, he says, acha. See, there was one wife, she and husband was busy doing something. And she asked, honey, I am thinking of cutting my long hair and make it a bob. Should I do that? Cut. And he is doing his job. But you know, my hair are so long, so beautiful. People will say, why did you cut such long hairs? Then don't cut. But you know, these days it's a fashion to have the short hairs, not the long hairs. Then cut. No, but such beautiful hairs nobody gets, and what my mother will tell me, then don't cut. No, but how will I look if I take a bob cut? Should I take it or not? Then cut. Then don't cut. He went on telling alternatively, cut, don't cut, don't cut. Finally she said, should I prepare food? Cut. In short, I said, who listens to you? Nobody listens. Neither your husband listens to you, nor your children listen to you. And you want somebody who listens to you, and therefore you like me, because I am listening. And second thing, you have been talking to me, I have been talking to you. Did I talk a single word about me? Did I talk a single word about my problems? These are the two things which make us loved by everybody. Try these two things. Whenever we are with anybody, don't talk about the third body, don't talk about yourself. Talk about the person who is in front of you. Give importance to him. How simple it is. The day we understand this, then a self-controlled human being is born. But many times we say the things because we have no control. I should not say that our neighbor's daughter-in-law is far better than our daughter-in-law. Are Maharani, when you know I should not say, why don't you keep your mouth shut? But what happens? It is like a vomit. And we speak it out. Try this about talking, this discipline. Before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? Give it a try. We keep on talking so much. Friends, physical work you do by your body, 8 hours. It is equal to 1 hour of speech, energy consumption. You talk 8 hours, energy consumption is equal to 15 minutes of thinking. See? How much energy we waste in unwanted talking. Small little thing we have to say, but we keep on so much, nobody is interested. Learn to be to the point. If necessary, then only talk. See? Example is given in the scriptures, we should be like the cows. Cows don't talk unnecessarily. Keep on talking. Therefore, at the level of the speech, discipline, then at the level of the mind, mana prasada, saumyatvam, maunam, atma vinigraha. The discipline, self-control at the level of the speech, at the level of the mind is mana prasada. Never justify yourself being miserable. Don't justify. Don't justify that you are disturbed. No. Always insist that you are okay, you are cheerful, you are on the top of the world. Insist. This is the real practice of yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan says in the 6th chapter, when the miseries come in our life, we refuse to be miserable. That ability to refuse to be miserable is the real practice of yoga, not twisting the body. See, friends, therefore, mana prasada, ever be cheerful. If somebody does a mistake and asks you, how are you? Don't tell the truth. Don't take revenge. See, in Delhi, in one house I went, there used to be one old Punjabi Amma. So I always used to go to her, do a namaskar to her, and then talk to other people. That time I was young. Now that Amma is no more. So when I went, I said, hey Mama, how are you? Oh, Swamiji, you are come, please sit down. No, I can't say I will not sit. She is elder than me, so I sat down. And then she started. This morning when I got up from the sleep and I wanted to step out of my bed, and then I got a twist in my ankle, and then she started describing the pain so lively that while listening I started getting pain all over my body. Don't talk your miseries to anybody. Don't talk. Learn to digest them. See, if you have to, even if you have to tell lies, tell lies. But don't talk miseries to anybody. See, otherwise all the time frustrated, depressed, dejected. God has made us only for one purpose. And that purpose is, we must be the counter to distribute happiness in this world. This is the only purpose of our being present as a human being. Otherwise we will be living on instincts like animals. See, friends, yesterday or day before yesterday I explained this point. Stones and bricks, only existence. Plants, existence plus life. Then animals, existence, life and knowledge. If only up to this level we remain, we are not human beings. Then what is that factor which makes us human being? Existence, life, knowledge and happiness. We have to be cheerful and happy under all conditions. That is the highest spiritual practice. Whenever you are happy, you are in the present. When you are in the present, you are not in the past and the future. When you are not in the past and the future, you have transcended the mind. When you go beyond the mind, you are divine. There is no further achievement in life other than this. This is one of the highest spiritual practice. Remember this again and again. Don't justify your being miserable. So for this there are two techniques which I told in most of my lectures, and I am happy none of you practice it. This is how I can maintain my market. Number one, before you talk to others, ask a question to yourself, is it necessary to talk? Because when we talk to others, what do we talk? We talk only about our past. See? These principles which I am telling you, they are not from the books. My books are all of you. I have learned from you. Therefore all of you are my guru. How I learned it from you? Once I was going from Mumbai to Delhi by train many years before. I sat in the compartment, first class compartment, and one elderly Sindhi gentleman came and sat. So he came, did namaskar. Oh Maharaj, you are here, I am very happy. Now next 18 hours we can talk, we can discuss. I said, my God, this fellow is going to eat my head. Like, a terrorist takes out a gun from his pocket, I took out my mala. And I said, Babuji, that time I was young, he was old man. I said, Babuji, when I travel, my guru told me, in travel you should keep on chanting Lord's name. So I do japa, therefore I will not be able to talk to you. So please excuse me. Then I said, you tell about yourself, I'll listen. If you want to make any old person happy, ask them about their past and don't listen. Chabi maar ke chhod do. One of the best toys which I like now also, although I am so old, one toy I like now also. That is, that chimpanzee with the symbols in the hand, you give chabi to that and chhod do. In the same manner, these oldies, ask them about their childhood or thing, give chabi and chhod do. Enjoy. So following that technique, I said, Babuji, tell about you. And then he started. My grandfather used to be in Kabul. That means I had to listen 3 generations. You can imagine. History. When I am not interested in you, where I will be interested in grandfather? It started. And one after another. Then it happened, then we came to Pakistan, and it was before the partition, and when partition happened, we were shunted from Peshawar to Karachi. There also we were troubled. Then we migrated to India. Then we went to Ranchi. You know, Karachi and Ranchi. Ranchi is a place where all the mad people come together. It's a big asylum. And Ranchi also failed. Then I came to USA. USA is Ullasnagar Sindhi Association. So we came over there, and then I started doing my business, cutting the throats and the pockets of the people. I said, how come? I am a tailor. I said, very good. Tailors cut the throats and the pockets, isn't it? So that we were doing, and then I got married and I had children, and my children told me, Babuji, this humid climate doesn't suit you, and therefore you go to Delhi and then you come. And in between when he was telling elaborately, I was not listening, but when I used to see his spirit is going down, I used to say, and again he will get revived, like the pruning of the trees, again they start growing. And ultimately he came. Finally, I came in this compartment and I saw you, and you tell me to talk about me, I told you. Acha, then be attentive. Then, the moment you come in the present, you have nothing to talk about yourself. So who is this I? I is nothing but a mule carrying the burden of total past possessions and relations. Drop that. See? If we want to have control over the mind, this is the technique. Avoid talking about yourself, your past life to anybody. If somebody asks, go on bluffing, as I do. In Hindi when I talk, I got a habit of talking. हमारे पंजाब की बात है. So immediately she says, some Punjabi say, oh Swami ji, तुसी पंजाबी हो. So they feel very close. And then they say, typical question, where are you from? So I counter question, where are you from? Of course, we are from Amritsar. Oh, very good. I am from Jalandhar, below the water, Jal Andar. Then sometimes I say, see, in our Maharashtra, then Marathi fellow come, ikde dikde. Oh, Swamiji, you are a Maratha? Yes. Where are you from? Again the same question. My question, where are you from? Oh, we are from Kolhapur. I am from Solapur. All rubbish. And one Amma caught me. Swamiji, last time you said you are from Punjab. Today you said you are from Maratha. Tell what is the truth. And the truth is I am Paratha. Baap Punjabi, Ma Maratha, ho gaya Paratha. Friends, don't get lost in your past. And for that, this is the technique. Because whenever you talk about your past, you are clearly indicating your body identification is intact. After body identification only, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, they are born. And who are miserable? These non-existing entities are miserable. See, friends, when my wife died, where I, the husband, has gone. When my father died, where I, the son, has gone. When my son died, where I, the father, has gone. Nowhere. Because they don't exist at all. These non-existing entities are making us miserable. See, friends, and the cause is only this simple looking, terrible cause. We are all the time reveling in our past. Don't bring your past in the present and see the joy of life. Then you will be able to enjoy everything. I was in Vienna, in Austria. After my retreat for 5 days, they took me to show me that beautiful city. And as usual, the standard way, Swamiji, these are the places here worthy of seeing. This is the old palace of the king. This is the all the collections that he had. All these places, what clothes he has put on and all that. I said, am I compelled to go there or I have got some choice? He said, no, we'll do wherever you want to go. I said, let us go to the downtown. In Europe, the marketplace is such where cars are not allowed and there are only small stones fixed where you can only walk. No vehicles are allowed. We went there. I pulled one chair somewhere and sat down in a small gully. I said, get coffee, I will enjoy coffee. And there were people, somebody was playing music, somebody was talking, somebody was doing some show. And I was enjoying it. Swamiji, you like this? People come here from all over the world to see these places and you are not interested in that? I said, you have heard me for last 1 week? Yes. What you have learned from me? He said, you are insisting on remaining in the present. I said, what you wanted to show me is the past. This place, a cup of tea, this girl playing the music, and these people are running around here. This is the utter present. Learn to live in the present and enjoy every moment of your life. See, instead of that, we all the time go in the past, This is how all the fathers live their childhood through their children. When back home we did not have proper shoes, therefore let me get half a dozen shoes for the children. Back home we used to get only inherited pant. From the first brother, the pant is to come down to us. We never got a new pant. Therefore let him buy half a dozen pants more. So they start living their childhood through their children. Don't do that. Learn to remain in the present and celebrate life. Don't calibrate life. See, friends, last and the most important thought. One person asked me, Swamiji, you have nothing aga piche, no school, no college, no ashram, no chala. Why are you running here and there continuously? I came from Australia in Mumbai for not even 24 hours. Next flight coming to London. So my friend who came to collect me, he says, Swamiji, you have nothing aga piche, why are you running continuously? I said, okay, I stop running. From today onwards, I'll stay in your house. No, I don't mean that. Friends, please remember, you have prayers for Lord Sun, you have prayers for moon, you have prayers for air, you have prayers for fire, you have prayers for water, you have prayers for earth, you have no prayer for the space. What is the reason? Anything which is freely available is having zero value. See, you must have experienced this. You NRIs, when you go to visit India, for those 3, 4, 5 days, 1 week, you are respected, revered like the President of United States has come. Everybody is attending to you. And the stupid kids, they also think, I like India, they are so nice, because you are visiting only for a short period. For a vacation you had gone, you can really enjoy. Once you go there for a permanent transfer, we left USA, now we come to settle in India. Nobody will, even the local dogs will not bark at you. Friends, why we enjoy our vacations? Because we know we are not here for all the time. We are here for a short time. And when we go for a vacation, we don't think in terms of saving money, but in terms of spending money. We have a budget. Spend that money and enjoy. Exactly the same way, in this world we are on a vacation. This is not our place. Like I was in her house. Now, I know I am there for 2-3 days. Why do I worry whether something is good or bad? I know I have to go, that's it. Exactly the same way. We are in this world for a short period of time. See, but we imagine, here we are come to stay permanently and become miserable. In whichever 5-star hotel you go, after a few days, don't you think, ab chalo ghar chalte, ab ghar jaye. Exactly the same way, with that eagerness, when you are ready to leave this world and go back to your own divine place, that is being human beings. Otherwise, like the animals, they are like, you see the dogs here, I feel so pity for the dogs. One American dog came to India. The Indian dogs asked, "Hey, where are you from?" "Of course, I am from America." He said, "Why did you come over here? Everything is over there. Why did you come?" "No, there we cannot bark." See, the freedom of the dog is to bark, is it not? See, all these comforts, how long? See, any place, you take a house, spending a lot of money near the sea front. Not even once in a month you sit outside and watch. Every day, same thing. But how much money you have spent? Then whenever somebody comes to show them, and they never look at it. Friends, this world cannot attract our mind for eternity. Our mind can dissolve in our own divine self. It is for this purpose we are human beings. So this is the difference between the natural instincts which animals have and human beings have. But human beings use this natural instinct for spiritual evolution. Animals use their natural instinct for nothing but being born and died. So the dogs are born, all comforts, but they cannot reproduce. They are living for others. The cows are born, they are milked like hell, and one day they are slaughtered. Are we also like that? No. Our life is meant only for spiritual evolution. Friends, we have to do that. Nobody can do it for us. We have to live our life. We have to die our death. There is no proxy. Similarly, we have to lead our spiritual life. Therefore, ahara, nidra, bhaya and maithunam, these are the instincts. Use them to your benefit so that we can grow spiritually. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.